Hot meal? Good fire? What more do we need?
That's right.
I am starving. I could eat 4 bowls of this.
Nah, I wouldn't recommend that.
And my ma used to make something just like this.
Well, she must have been a good woman, even if not the best cook.
Do some goddamn work, will you?
I've been working.
Do some work, dearie. This isn't a holiday camp.
Silly old thing.
Don't let Grimshaw get to you.
She's just so mean sometimes.
Her bark's worse than her bite. Well said, Miss Grimshaw.
That goes for you too, Mr. Morgan. We need food.
I hear you.
When we doing some reading.
Not now, Lenny. Please. I've almost got it anyhow.
I told you I'd have you reading. Okay, now come on. I can't do it if you won't let me try.
Look, what's the point of reading anyhow? Just put silly ideas in me head.
Exactly. That's the point of reading.
Another day, please.
Okay. But you can't avoid me forever.
Lenny's got a point.
What? So we can scribble in an old journal like you? Oh, thanks.
All right. No skin off my nose.
Arthur!
Stay away from me.
Oh, but I got a tip.
That's exactly what I'm afraid of.
Oh, it's a goodie, I'm telling you.
It always is with you. Then we end up heading in a burning barn getting shot at.
You're a sad man, Arthur Morgan. A sad man indeed.
It ain't nothing personal.
Sure seems that way to me.
Well, you know what? It probably is.
Well, this'll be pouring out me arse in about half an hour.
Oh, why do I need to know this?
You ain't much company, are you? Come on, big fella. Tell us a joke.
Bill Williamson.
Ah, there she blows.
Oh, you're worse than a child.
You okay, Jack?
I missed Uncle Sean. Are they gonna stay up real late?
Yeah, it's good to have him back.
Hey, Marston, that Abigail, she your wife?
No.
And, you mind if I ask her out? Maybe take her for a ride or something?
Yeah. Of course I mind.
Why so?
You getting clever, Micah?
Not really. I'm just saying, fella likes a lady like that. And if you ain't biting, I thought maybe I'd have a nibble. Anyway, Jack needs a daddy.
When are you gonna get off your ass and do something?
I'm pacing myself, Arthur.
You don't say much, do you?
No.
This is not a meat I'm familiar with.
Best not to think too much about it.
You noticed how every meal tastes the same?
It beats cooking your own food.
Can I talk to you for a minute?
Sure.
It's about Dutch.
It is.
See, I love him, and I know he loves me, but...
You're a sweet girl. But you don't strike me as an idiot. Dutch don't love you. Not in the way you want to be loved. Just don't make a fool of yourself.
No, it's not like that. No!
I ain't one to sugarcoat things, my dear. It is like that. Take care of yourself.
You don't understand.
Unfortunately, I do.
Well, you don't.
Okay. Arthur, please, you don't care about this nonsense. Away with you.
You told her.
Oh, stop nosing around.
She's losing it, that girl.
Pinkertons, eh, John? So it seems. I mean, I thought this place was a republic. What happened to the notion of states' rights? Of boundaries? Transcontinental mercenaries pursuing us? Don't seem quite right. What do you think, Arthur?
Seems like we robbed too many powerful folk.
Well, I guess we did. But they all seemed to deserve it at the time.
Yeah, we all been in this a long time.
I barely remember nothing else.
Nope.
I've always liked fixing things.
That's good, because we spend a lot of time breaking things. You know, you should teach the kid how to do this.
Not you as well. God help me.
Hey, boys, keeping. Listen to me. If I can give you any piece of advice, any at all, don't become a mother. Ain't worth it. Worst job in all creation. You feed the boy, raise the boy, do any damn thing you could to protect the boy, all the time. Does a little apple of his mother's eye so much as consider the words thank you, or express anything other than utter horror at her who birthed him? Rudeness I think I could take. It's the pity and disgust I struggle with. It breaks my heart every time it does. So don't none of you boys become mothers. Ain't worth the hassle. Believe me when I tell you that, it ain't worth it.
You ready for that reading?
I ain't doing it.
You're ridiculous. You sound like a child.
I am a child of God, and God gave me the ability not to read.
You gave me your word.
I said I'd try, and I tried. It's not for me.
Arthur, help.
The boy's an idiot. You're wasting your time.
See, Arthur knows an idiot when he sees one. He recognizes one of his own.
I'm not giving up on you.
Please, kid. Give up on me.
You know, when I was in the army, fellas would spend all night talking about what they were gonna do the second they left the army. Oh, all kinds of things like, oh, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna be a cook, or hell, someone's like, I'm gonna go and dance with the finest whore in San Francisco. You know, some shit like that. You know how fellas is. Oh, well, no offense. But you know what every one of them did the second they left the army? Join the goddamn army again. Jesus Christ. I mean, here is a group of fellas that spent every waking minute just dreaming of leaving. And then they left, and then they jumped back in again. Stupid. You know what? That taught me something. And that's that most fellas are sheep. That's right. And if you can tell the difference between a sheep and a sheep and a man, then that makes you a better man than me, sir. And that's all I'm saying. Mark my words, all of you. Mark my words. Stupid army, sheep.
You had any luck in town?
I robbed a fella, and I was gonna rob a lady, but she began to cry, and I couldn't go through with it.
Why on earth not?
Said she needed the money. Her son had lost his leg in the war.
Fighting for the wrong side?
No doubt, but she was old. Real old. And I felt bad.
Reckon she feels bad for the war?
I don't think she caused it any more than I did. She was just a woman, Karen. Normal, you know.
I don't see things like that.
I know. You see things simple and clear.
Clear, but not simple. Tell her she's gone soft in the head, Arthur.
I will do no such thing. Every moment, we all gotta make a choice. What's right and wrong.
You've gone soft, too.
Oh, no, I would have robbed her blind, but that's me.
You ever wonder sometimes what it'd be like just to stay in one place?
I haven't found that place yet.
Bet you didn't think 6 months ago this is where you'd end up? On the run?
Well, maybe not right here, but the rest... I've been on the run my whole life.
Nothing going on out here, Arthur.
Good.
Hey, send one of them girls down when you get a chance, would you?
Shut up.
So, Lenny, tell me, how's that book reading coming along?
Fine, I guess.
Good. Keep it up. You do enough of it, maybe you can learn to rob like a gentleman, not a laborer.
Well, how do you mean?
Have him get a job in a bank or as a lawyer.
Me?
Why not? You're still real young.
Well, I just never thought.
Start thinking.
All right, I will. Thank you.
Because otherwise you might end up as dense or angry as me. Or Arthur. We wouldn't want that, would we?
I like working with you. You knuckle down, no yapping.
No point talking unless there's something to say.
Arthur Morgan, king among men.
King among fools, more like.
Arthur, stop pretending to look busy and sit down.
Yeah, you got that down to a fine art.
When I was a boy, my mother told me about an animal that attacked cattle and drank their blood. Of course, you've all heard about this. Every place has one of those, but my mother's version was a little different. Along with farmyard animals, her version also ate little boys who misbehaved. Oh, she tried everything she could to keep me in line, prepare me for a life of starving servitude, while picking corn and cotton for rich landowners, giving every penny I had to the church they used to keep us in line. I loved my mother, but she never saw how things were, even after they killed her brother still. She could not see how life was.
You don't talk about your mother much.
It's painful for me.
Sure, I understand. Mary Beth?
Hey, Arthur.
How's the riding?
Not very good. I hear the most wonderful words in my head, and then I ride absolute poppycock. But I love it.
Yeah, me too. My journal. I was reading some the other day. I write like a fool.
One day I'd love a beautiful fountain pen and a great desk in a quiet room and to write the most beautiful stories.
Well, I can't do much about the stories or the quiet room, but maybe I'll find you a pen.
Thank you.
There. Find it like this, it'll fly much better.
You're a useful fella to have around.
Not everyone would agree.
Like who?
Bill, for one.
Bill don't like nobody who's tougher or smarter than him, which means he really don't like many people at all.
Except for maybe that Kieran.
Yeah. See? You learn quick. Ain't that right, Arthur?
Quite right. Which means you don't like many people at all.
There she is, the love of my life.
Get away from me, little Irish bastard.
I love you too, my sweet.
Arthur. People are talking. You've stopped. You stopped working for us all.
How'd you mean?
No money in the box for H's. Come on, son. You're the best man among us. Don't go weak on me now. Please.
I've been sort of busy, Dutch. I'll get back to it.
Thank you, son.
Mr. Morgan, the people are happy and well fed. I think perhaps we'll be okay.
Here's hoping, Pearson.
And perhaps we shall make it to the sea after all. How I miss it. Its flatness.
If you're wondering what that unholy smell is, Reverend, I am responsible.
I thought it was some animal, and I was right.
So, how are you liking life as a lawman?
What are we doing, Dutch?
Well, I think they call it hiding in plain sight.
Oh, is that what they call it? 'Cause I got another word for it.
I am sure that you have, but the way I see it, we stick out here either way. Now, we can hide and skulk in the woods. We'll arouse more suspicion than if we act friendly and helpful.
Interesting theory. I wonder how the practical will work out.
We shall see. Faith, Arthur.
You know, I was thinking of having a day off of the whiskey.
Why?
Yeah, you're right. Forget I said it.
Still one of life's great pleasures, sitting by the fire with friends. No matter what else happens, nothing quite beats sitting by the fire. You can have the hounds of hell after you and all the angels of vengeance alongside them, but a warm fire and you feel all is okay. Them that discovered the stuff must have thought they was gods among monkeys. They discovered fire. In our time, they've discovered a wire you can talk down to speak to people you wanted to avoid so much you moved to a different town to escape them.
You're all in a good mood.
I won big at cards, by which I mean I cheated to high hell.
See? There's life in the old dog yet.
Ah, there he is. England's finest.
Don't irritate me, boy.
The truth hurts, don't it?
Listen to me. None of you never go do something stupid and get yourself a woman. You hear me? Trust your old Uncle John on this one. And if you got one, get rid of them. Go drown them in the goddamn ocean because trust me, boys, it's you or them. You or them. They'll kill you, but they won't do you the kindness of shooting you or slitting your throat. They will slowly grind you down to dust with the nagging and the demands and the complaints. You will die the most painful death imaginable, and that's this. The slow realization that you would rather be dead than have to listen to her crap for a moment longer. And if you knew you could kill her and get away with it, you would. Trust me on that.
I'll tell you what. America may be awful, but it's a whole heap better than Ireland. At least you boys had the good sense to get rid of the damn English. Ain't nothing worse than be one of their colonies. I'm telling you. Bunch of Protestant know-it-alls, I tell you. Ridiculous. Who the hell do they think they are anyhow, huh? Makes me skin crawl every time I hear the sound of that voice. Oh, Dutch knows. I see an Englishman, I have to kill him just to get a bit of bloody peace. I'm only joking. I love the English. It's the Scots I can't stand.
You know something? Them boys kidnapped me and was gonna do God alone knows what to me. But I'm imagining it ended with me dead in a ditch someplace. And it made me realize something. Made me realize we got it pretty good here. And you boys is decent. And I wanted to say thank you. Seriously, all of you. Well, most of you. I'm getting all soppy. Even Grimshaw ain't so bad. But don't tell her I said it or I'll kill all of you. Enjoy your night, fellas.
Grimshaw does always look out for you.
I know. She just has a funny way of showing it sometimes.
Sure.
Quite a view, huh, Jack?
It sure is. We're not going to move again, are we, Uncle Hosea? I like it here.
You might like the next place even better.
Me and the kid made a killing out there. A killing.
Well, put something in the box.
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
Now, how about we grab ourselves a drink, son?
Sure, but I ain't sitting on your knee.
This boy is a killer. All of you, a killer. That was good business. Good business. We robbed a stage, Arthur. The boy's idea.
Good work, gentlemen. Good work. There he is. My favorite son. The best man amongst us. You okay, Arthur? Never better. Me neither. Me neither. This Mr. Miller is a hell of a writer. Like a modern-day Elijah.
Hey, you ever eaten donkey, Hosea?
No.
Me neither.
Strange man.
You know, vanity is a sin, Mr. Escuela.
So is judging others, my little friend.
Me dad used to say, the bigger the box, the smaller the gift, if you know what I mean.
Your dad? From the sound of things, he was quite something.
Yeah, quite something.
My father, he always say to me, if someone disrespects you, fillet them with a knife, if you know what I mean.
I wasn't disrespecting. I was just looking after your mortal soul, honest.
Get out of here.
Hey, Arthur. Well, we know you ain't a vain man.
And we know you ain't a wise one. Now get out of here. Do something useful.
Hey, can I get you anything, Hosea?
How kind, your son. No, I'm fine.
Well, I heard you coughing a lot last night.
Yes. That cold air. It's not helped my lungs. I'll be dead, but before that, I'll be fine again.
Yeah, I hope so.
You know, Dutch did a good thing with you. He's taken on more murderers and degenerates than I care to count, but he was right with you. I didn't see it at first, but I was very wrong. I want you to know that.
Thank you.
He's a good kid.
He is. We was lucky to find him.
Uh-huh.
Hey, we got a well-stocked larder, Mr. Morgan.
Good.
Yeah, life is good. At least for now. In good health.
So I managed to get back into Valentine and collect on those sheep.
What? That wasn't too smart.
It was fine. I put your share in your wallet.
Okay. Thanks.
Hey, son, cheer up. Cheer up. I need you cheerful.
I'm real cheerful, sir.
Well, then try smiling. We are gonna be okay.
I know, sir.
And enough with the sir. This ain't the army. We win our fights. Arthur, would you tell him things are gonna be okay?
When you say it, Dutch, we all believe it.
And that's Arthur Morgan speaking, the best man I know.
It's good to see you again, Mr. Morgan.
Did you miss me?
Of course. But we've been very busy. Did you have fun on your adventures?
Sure, always. But this is home. You're my family, Miss Grimshaw.
How you doing, kid?
Fine.
You know, I'm sorry about Jenny.
Sure. Me too.
I know you were sweet on her.
Was it that obvious?
Oh, yeah, pretty obvious.
I made sure we buried her carefully. I rolled back and planted some flowers she would have liked.
Did you?
What are you doing?
See, I don't just drink the stuff. I also use it.
And those blow up okay?
Sure. If you get the rag in right, get it all properly soaked. Yeah, get us a bottle of whiskey. I'll make you a few.
Maybe. Yes.
Compared to you drinking, a little explosion is nothing.
Shut up.
What are you doing, Miss Jones?
I'm having a baby, miss.
Oh,
Right here. Right now.
the cheek on you, girl.
Why? 'Cause I don't take your bullying? If it's you who feeds me, then I'll take your nonsense. Until then, shut up.
You better watch yourself, girl.
Oh, I will.
Teach the girl some manners, Mr. Morgan.
Girl seems fine to me, Miss Grimshaw.
How you doing, Reverend?
I'm okay. I made a fool of myself again.
Drink or morphine?
Drink. Well, both, but mostly drink.
I'm sorry, Reverend.
You have always been so kind to me.
Well, you saved my life. I won't forget that.
That was long ago.
You're my family. I may lack your, religious convictions, Reverend, but I have my own beliefs, and family is very important. Family is all we have. Ain't that so, Arthur?
Absolutely.
I have to say, you look lovely in firelight, Miss Jones.
Thank you.
So, we could take a little walk in the woods?
I don't think so.
Ah.
Get up, kid. Get up and do some goddamn work.
I was just...
I ain't interested. Get up and work.
Yes.
Useless sack of crap this kid is.
Sure. Running a little low on food, sir. Either you or one of your boys better catch something soon, or I'll be serving hardtack.
Hardtack?
It's a nautical thing, sir. You wouldn't understand.
Come over here, O'Driscoll.
You know, I ain't no O'Driscoll.
Our old neighbour back in Donegal was called O'Driscoll. We couldn't stand him neither. You want some, big man?
Don't annoy me, boy.
Ah.
You know, when I was younger, I'd try and rob anyone, anything. If it weren't nailed down, I'd take it. If you had anything, I'd try and take it from you. I know now I seem like a sweet old man. But as a young man, I was worse than any of you fools. Total and absolute degenerate. A liar, thief, a killer, when necessary. Then I met two people who changed my life. My dear wife, Bessie, and good old Dutch. And for 20 years now, life has made sense. It isn't my fault, all the unkindness and misery, and I can't stop it, I can't change it, but I can improve things just a bit. That's a lesson I learned from each of them. And what I try to teach you fools, life can be better. We aren't perfect, but we can protect the people we love. Dutch caught me trying to steal food from him. I thought he was going to kill me, but we looked at each other and we saw something. We've been best friends ever since. He's crazy and I'm a fool, but I trust him because he's true. There's no lying in him. And when somebody doesn't lie in this world and you don't lie to them, then together you can achieve great things and destroy great powers. Ignore everything else I said, but remember that.
I think we're gonna be okay. in the end.
I hope so.
We made it this far.
Like I told you, a white rabbit. Oh, well, they're magical.
Ooh, really?
Sure. It's a sign. It's definitely a sign.
A sign of what?
No idea yet. No idea. Mr. Rabbit. It's Mr. Pearson's pot for you.
Oh well. Bye, Mr. Rabbit.
Ain't it a sign, Arthur?
Sign you've gone dumb in the head. Now skin that thing.
Jackie boy, that's the age of reason right there. No room for dreams.
Come on, you horrible people! Get it while it's hot. Food, now!
Thanks, Pearson.
Enjoy.
I'm starving.
What are you reading?
Oh, just some silly romance.
Now, what could be silly about romance?
Well, in this case, plenty.
Without romance, we are nothing but monkeys.
Monkeys?
So the small-minded scientists keep telling us.
Yeah.
Enjoy your reading. What a fine girl this is, Arthur. A romantic.
What do you think? Is it going to be a good day, Mr. Strauss?
When did we last have a good day?
True. How are the coffers looking? Any fuller?
Never full enough.
How you keeping, Abigail?
Just fine.
I never told you this, but you're quite a woman.
Thank you.
Quite a woman. You can make a fella real happy. Bet you know how.
I got work to do.
Oh, don't mind me. Bye now. You're a sneaky one, Morgan. I know your type.
That idiot.
About as charming as a slug.
You let me know if it gives you any more hassle.
How you holding up? Can't have been easy for you.
Still here, I guess.
Thought you'd have hightailed it by now, to be honest.
And go where? This is all I got for now. And you all ain't so bad. Abigail, she's as good as they come.
So everyone keeps telling me.
Like this one. Acts all cold-blooded, but he ain't really.
Now, that I ain't so sure about.
Acts cold-blooded, eh?
You're a good man. Behind it all.
Maybe you don't know me well enough yet, Mrs. Adler.
The first time I met Dutch was him with Hosea, and I thought to myself, what a pair of feckless bastards. Was up near North Elizabeth. I was fixated on this pocket watch Dutch had. Big fancy thing it was. It was a greedy bugger. And hungry too, hadn't eaten in 3 days. So I thought to myself, I'll rob this pair of bastards. So I followed them out of the bar. It was a dark night. I followed down this alleyway. As I pulled out me gun to threaten them with imminent death, they just stood there laughing at me. I felt like a 6-year-old. Go ahead, they says. Shoot us. So I did. Bang, bang, bang! Nothing. The bastards had spotted me at the bar and taken the bullets out of me gun. So I stood there laughing and crying. And rather than kill me, they took me and got me some food. And that, of course, was that.
And you're still just as useless at robbing now.
It's you who's getting slow, old man. I'm in my prime.
God help us.
What do you think of the place?
I don't know. So far, it seems okay, I guess.
I think that there is rich pickings for some carpetbaggers like us.
Is that what we are, is it? Avenging your father's death after 30 years?
There's gold, Arthur. Gold.
You're pretty fired up there.
We are going to do this, Arthur. It ain't just talk.
I believe you.
There she is, the finest lady I know.
I hate you, you Irish bastard.
Come here.
You hate me too. I can see it in your eyes.
I love you.
You only love me when we're drunk.
Well, you're always awfully superior when you're sober.
Come on, man.
I hate you, know that. I hate you.
You didn't waste much time.
She's been pining for me, that girl.
Is that right?
You know, my father had welts all down his back. He was raised a slave. He taught all the kids how to read. A good old-fashioned house nigger, they called him. But he was beaten just the same. Now, it wasn't the master of the house, who my father loved, in a way, but his brother, whom my father hated with an almighty passion. He'd beat the slaves almost nightly. Whip them, rape them. One night, my father was getting a whooping for the crime of being born by this horrible bastard when his sister-in-law, the master's wife, walks in. Now, fearing for my father's life, she told her brother-in-law to stop. Well, not only did he not stop, he beat her too. Next day, his brother, the master, shot him dead. The whole plantation cheered. The master gave my father his dead brother's watch and told him as he did so, time will catch up with us all. A year later, he set them free and hanged himself the very next night. My father gave me that watch. Beautiful, big pocket watch it was. And now, I've gone and lost it fleeing Blackwater. When I get some spare money, I'ma buy myself another one to honor both my father and them folks that saved his life.
Get up, you useless sack of shit! Get up! You want us all dead, do you?
I'm...
Next time, I'll slit your throat myself.
I'm just...
He's useless, that big sack of turd.
I knew that.
I'm sorry.
What was that about?
Damn fool was asleep on guard duty.
What? That lazy bastard. Keep your eyes open.
All right. I said I'm sorry. I just nodded off. Jesus.
That ain't no excuse.
God, I told you not to do it like that.
And I told you not to tell me a damn thing.
I'm telling you, oh, you are lazy.
Me? What about you, you fat shit?
Yeah. Oh, shit. I should clip you one, lady.
Ha! I'd lay you flat with one punch.
Oh, I'd like to... Just shut up.
No, you shut up.
Mr. Matthews?
Reverend.
I made rather a fool of myself again.
Me too. Me too.
It's just... It's so embarrassing.
It happens. After Bessie passed away, I was drunk for a year. I wouldn't worry too much about it.
You know something? I was married once.
You were?
Only it turns out that she was already married. So I was a party to bigamy. Just another sin to add to my list.
What happened?
The law caught up with us in San Francisco. She jumped aboard a ship and sailed to Shanghai, I believe. I suppose I still am married in a way, but it hasn't been terribly fulfilling.
No. I suppose not.
Got us something to eat, Mr. Pearson.
Thank you, Mr. Smith. Thank you very much. The rest of you, follow this man's example, you hear?
Charles earns his cape, that's for sure.
I wish they all did.
I know.
Abigail, John, come here. Listen to this. It's like I've been telling you all of these years.
What is?
Oh, this passage by Mr. Miller. I can't believe I never read this before. Listen, all of you, listen to this.
Get on with it.
Yeah. The whole point of America is freedom. Freedom of thought, freedom of deed, freedom of action. Yet how have most of our brethren responded to having their yokes cast off by getting on that boat from Europe? By enslaving themselves. They may no longer be serfs tending some master's field and giving them rights of refusal on their wives, but they have found themselves new masters in the relentlessness of ownership. The attempts at dominion over the land have enslaved them, not the land. In owning things, people, businesses, the former serfs of Europe have become not masters, not stewards, but intellectual dwarves managed by the world quite as much as Europe's enduring peasantry. And in many ways more so, for they are tricked into believing they are free, whereas the peasant knows he is trapped. Isn't that the truest thing you ever heard?
Not quite the truest. Truest thing I ever heard was this. My little boy crying because he didn't have enough to eat.
Meaning?
Meaning, fine words, butter no parsnips as I used to hear. Excuse me. Enjoy your book, Dutch.
I think it went over her head.
I think it did. Mine too.
Oh, stop playing dumb, Arthur. I know you better than that.
Mr. Miller ain't really my thing, you know that.
Are you having fun, Arthur?
Sure.
You don't look like so much fun, boy. That's your fucking hair down like a man. Hell, even old man Strauss is more of a laugh than you, boy.
Well, thank you, kid.
I'm sorry, Arthur. I didn't mean it. It's just because I care. It's because I love you, Arthur. Really, it is.
Come on, Arthur. Stop daydreaming. I need that man of action back.
Sure.
Thank you. Now get out of here and do something.
It's what you staring at?
I don't know. You tell me.
Yeah, well, the devil punishes people who stare.
That's so.
Why don't you fuck off back to Mexico? Huh?
Why don't you fuck off back to hell?
You hit like you dress. All feminine. Oh, I'll wipe that smile off your face one day. Believe me.
You had that coming.
You shut your mouth, Morgan.
That has made my day. Nice hit.
Next time, it'll be a bullet.
He won't get no complaints out of me.
Let me see some more smiling, boys. Come on. Life is actually pretty good. 100 years ago, we'd have been indentured men. My people were peasants, starving in a field someplace. My mamas were in Lincolnshire. My daddies were outside of Rotterdam. At least that's what they told me. The modern world is ugly. But the old world was worse. Our job is to make a better world for ourselves. Not go backward, but go forward with hope and dreams. Seriously. And that hope begins now by being hopeful and happy. So cheer up. All of you, cheer up.
Gentlemen, I tell you, I see all them long faces and sour expressions, but you're forgetting one thing. It's a good time to be alive. These are the best of times for men such as us. This is the age of science, the age of reason, irrelevant to birth or other restrictions. Like intelligence. Half you fellas don't realize how lucky you are. This is a free time. I mean, sure, old Dutch has led us into a scrape, but we gonna be fine. I was telling one of those lovely ladies just now, don't cry, sugar, I told her. One day, you won't be no $3 whore. You gonna be a $5 whore or a housemaid. Them's dreams. Of course, you boys and I know that ain't never gonna happen. She'll die on her back at the hand of some monster in the back room of some no-name saloon. Sure as shit is brown. But it damn near made her day. And she's out there smiling, so cheer up. That's all I'm saying. The age where a man can be what he wants, 'cause they like that. Anyway, don't cry, I said. Uncle loves you and...
Hey, cowpoke, get over here.
What do you want?
Man, you is so goddamn tough.
You're all talk.
You keep thinking that.
I know your type.
Listen, Morgan, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I thought they would shoot me, not you.
What happened?
The whole thing was odd. I kept waiting for them to jump us, and then they left, and we assumed we'd meet you on the trail back. You never showed up.
No. I was getting special guest treatment from Como Driscoll.
So I heard. I'm sorry. One time I tried to be wise and careful and make a goddamn fool of myself. That'll teach me.
Hey, Abigail.
How are you feeling?
I'll live. You were coming for me, right, Dutch?
Of course, son. Good to see you back up and at 'em again.
Few more battle scars? Hey, Charles.
Good to see you back on your feet.
No rest for the wicked. Hey, Lenny. How's it going?
Good. How you feeling?
Much better. John?
Oh, finally back on your feet. All that crap you gave me after that wolf attack?
Yeah. I guess we're now even. Miss Grimshaw?
You're looking much better. I was worried.
Yeah, I'm fine.
You all right, Hosea?
Fine. Fine, I'm fine.
You ain't fine.
We'll all be in far worse trouble soon enough unless you get your head straight, Dutch.
I am trying. God damn it.
Tell him, Arthur. Tell him to wake up and fast.
Everything okay, Dutch?
Yeah, just Hosea's incessant complaining.
He'll come around. Hey, Karen.
It's the wounded warrior. You're back in business then?
I think so. How are you, Tilly?
How are you, more to the point? Feeling better?
Yeah, I'll live. Hey, Micah.
You're alive. Good. That was some business, all right.
We are never falling for something that dumb again.
Hey, there's some fellas near camp.
Locals?
Not sure.
Let's go see.
Sounds like a lot of bluster to me. Nothing we need to worry about too much.
You think they'll cause trouble?
Probably, but not just yet. I mean, we always find trouble eventually. Just what happens before that's interesting.
Hey, Mary Beth.
Glad to see you back on your feet.
A few new scars, but I'll live. Hey.
I'm not asleep, sir, in case you're wondering. I'm deep in thought.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah. And the thing is, my friend, the thing is, it all seems so important. I saw beautiful things, and now they're gone. They're gone.
I imagine you was quite something once, Miss Grimshaw.
Thank you.
Yes, a long time ago. We all know flowers wither. Ain't no shame in it.
The world is changing for women.
No, it ain't. The world a place for men to do what they want with us, and we try to survive.
Only if you let it.
You let them.
I ran away from them boys.
And joined these fine gentlemen?
They're okay. And we're gonna be okay. If you'd only see that. What do you think about women, Mr. Arthur?
I don't think there's much difference between women and men. Most of both are awful. But there's a few worth loving and dying for, I guess. If they'll let you.
I knew you was a romantic, Mr. Morgan. I just knew it.
Here's the way I see it, if you're interested. Everything changes. I grew up wanting to hunt whales. My father and his father both hunted sperm whales. Everyone's fathers did where I grew up. And we lit the world with that oil. We lit the world, and oh, we lived like princes, with our moms wearing new dresses, and our dads out to sea for years at a time, rich and lonely, but desperate to be out there. And then, as I'm finishing school and getting ready to ship out to sea myself, everything ends. Nobody wants whale oil no more. Everybody's running out west for gold and land and oil and freedom. So I spent a couple of years at sea, but it's not what I imagined. Without the hunt, it's not really anything. I don't want to simply carry things across the sea. I want to pull things from it. So I, too, go west. And soon I fall into some terrible trouble with some really bad men I meet. They force me to marry a woman so they could steal all my money. But then Dutch finds me, very much at my wit's end. And you boys know the rest of that story. Now, I'm a ship's cook for a camp with no ship. With no ship. But I miss the sea. I do. It calms you somehow.
Quite the life story.
And it ain't over yet.
Let's hope not.
You trying to get us all killed, Mr. Morgan?
How'd you mean?
All that madness so near camp? Well, I thought more of you, really I did. Use your brains, sir, please.
Arthur, if you feel up to it, Bill's got something cooking with the Gray Boys and Rhodes. Sean and Mike are in. I'd like you to be there, too.
Sure.
And, son, I'm sorry. I feel like a fool.
I'm alive.
Yeah, well, it seemed like a good opportunity. Micah and I both feel like idiots.
What happened to you?
Well, the whole thing. It was odd. We kept waiting for them to jump us, and then they all left, so we figured we'd meet you on the trail back, but you never showed up.
Yeah, I was getting the special guest treatment from Cole.
I know. I cannot believe what an idiot I was, and then that happened, I guess. Forgiveness? There's some folks that don't deserve it.
What happened with the kid, Arthur?
Bill or Micah, I think Bill. They led us into a death trap. Sean got shot in the head.
Oh, I'll miss him.
He was an annoying little bastard, but I'll miss him too.
So, those bastards shot young Sean. That kid had the fight in him.
I know. Bill and Micah led us into a death trap. I blame myself.
Oh, we'll make these bastards bleed, Arthur. We truly will.
I met a woman town, was talking about voting. Women voting.
They'll never allow that.
Why not?
Because if we can vote, then folk, and by folk I mean men, will have to hear about how awful we got it.
We have it awful?
Sure.
How so?
All they'll let us do is teach children, clean houses, and line our backs for money. Much in the way of living. Even fancy women look sour. They'll beat us, enslave us, and punish us if we try to stand up to them.
Guess I never saw it quite that way. I think I'd like to vote.
Who you gonna vote for?
I have no idea. Guess it ain't no use. Talking about stuff'll never happen.
What do you think about women's rights, Arthur?
I guess I never really thought about it. Voting ain't really my thing.
Well, exactly.
Got you there, tough guy.
Just name the place, my friend. Just name the place.
I bet there's some that's scared by that sort of talk, But not me.
I made a fool of myself again. And one of you saved me. It could have been any one of you. Well, almost any one of you. I'm a cautionary tale. I know that. The morphine, the whiskey, it's pretty pathetic, really. But I don't pity myself. I hate myself, good and proper, but I don't pity myself. Maybe I do. I don't really know anymore. I had a family once. Sometimes I wish back when I saved Dutch. Rather than saving me back, he'd done the proper thing and put a bullet in my head. Excuse me.
Still reading, I see.
Yes. I'm done working.
I'm not, Miss Grimshaw. I know you work hard. There is something about you, Mary Beth. There really is.
Thank you.
Really. Quite something. Quite a lady she's becoming. Really. Quite something.
The old Dutch charm.
I guess so.
Well, I ain't saying nothing.
How you boys doing?
Fine.
Said boys. Wasn't talking to you, old man.
Suit yourself.
You know, there are winners and losers in this world. And that's a fact. And what confuses me about you, old man, is you're a loser who somehow ain't got lost yet.
You know, I love it when you enlighten us with these philosophy lessons. You know, I don't know how we managed before you joined us.
Now, Dutch is a great man and far better than any of us, but you waste too much time and energy on weaklings like you.
Me and Dutch go back a long way.
And he feels bad for you. That's why you're still here.
What are you trying to say?
I'm trying to say that things ain't got no use, should be put out of their misery.
You just tried, huh?
Was only joking, old man. Don't go and wet your bed again.
Are you okay, Reverend?
I'm sober, if that's what you mean. I've been on quite a tear.
Me and Mary Beth have been so worried about you.
You girls, you have beautiful hearts. Really, you do.
I don't know about that. But we care about you. You seem very sad.
My life took a turn for the worse when I took up with morphine and opium. I was told it would alleviate my suffering, and in many ways they were correct. It made all my previous suffering just seem ridiculous. Now I had real suffering, and I lost everything: my vocation, my faith, my family. And but for Dutch and you poor people, I would have lost my life long ago.
I'm sorry about that.
So am I. And yet I know in a few days I'll be back at it, searching for I don't know what in that stuff. I've been such a fool. Tell her, Arthur. Tell her what a fool I've been.
We're all fools, Reverend. Don't give up.
I'm just not strong enough.
I think you are. Hosea?
How you feeling?
Better. Good enough. Hey, Sadie.
So you didn't get Colm O'Driscoll?
No. And I'm feeling better, by the way. Hey, thanks again for saving me in that cornfield.
Of course. You do the same.
Let's keep our eye on Mr. Trelawney.